this podcast, you'll learn more about business and finances. You're listening to Make Sense. Hi, welcome to the podcast. This is Jenelle Speaks. On the last episode, I shared to you some money goals that you can set this 2019. And part of it is becoming more financially literate. One of the ways to gain more knowledge about money is by reading. So today, I'll be sharing you 5 best personal finance books that you should read this 2019. Let's start. For the first book, this is one of the famous personal finance books of all time for me. That is Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I remember this is the first book I've read about personal finance. What I like about this book is you learn how poor, middle class, and rich people manage their money. You'll get to know the mindset of the rich, why they get wealthier. In this book, you'll further understand why we need to be financially literate and why we should teach it to others. You'll get to know how money should be managed and what strategies can you apply to make your financial life better. This book made me realize a lot of things. It changed my mindset and perspective when it comes to money, employment, and entrepreneurship. It opened my eyes to possibilities that being rich is possible. It will change your perception about money. This is indeed a good read because Robert Kiyosaki shared his real life experience that is relatable to anyone. Number 2. My Maid Invests in the Stock Market by Bo Sanchez. This book is about Bo Sanchez telling how her maid invests in the stock market. You'll learn that investing in stock market is not for rich people only. Everyone can do it. We can be overwhelmed when we hear the word stock market because we have this perception that you need to learn so many technical concepts and you have to have a lot of money to be able to invest. Bo Sanchez will let you learn more about stocks in a very simple manner. He also shared a story where he taught his helpers a simple system on how they can manage their finances better. Read it if you want to know more about investments, because in this book, you'll be guided through a step-by-step process on how to start investing in stock market. Number 3. Determined by Jason Law. Do you keep thinking how you can get rid out of debts? This book is for you. Inspired by his personal story, Jason Law experienced a big amount of debt incurred when their business went bankrupt. You learn how he was able to overcome the trial in his life and how you can too. Find out how he took the steps to pay 2.5 million pesos debt for 2 years. You will get to know how our behavior towards money can surely affect our finances to the point that it can bring us to a big debt. He also emphasized that you need to be angry at debt for you to take that action in paying all your debts and prevent to have a bad financial situation happen again. Read this book because this is a helpful tool if you have a struggle in paying off all your debts at the moment. Number 4. Law of Leverage by Rane A. Panaligan. This book will teach you about leverage. Big word? Let me explain to you what leverage is for you to appreciate the book and why you should read it. Leverage in finance is maximizing the use of money to earn more. It means you don't need to work for additional hours and labor harder to earn more or to have a bigger income. You can utilize assets and investments or apply strategies in business to have an additional income. Rane, who is a CPA, will teach you a lot of things such as principles of leverage, importance of goal setting, rules of money, ways of leveraging, how you yourself can be a money-making machine. Sounds interesting, right? I highly recommend this book if you're hungry in learning more about financial principles. Let me share you some lines in the book. Here's one and I quote, "Your material wealth depends on the number of days you can survive without employing your productive labor, but still maintain your basic standard of living. It's not about how much money you make that counts, but how much money you have saved and how long can that money work for you that really matters. End quote. Lastly, number 5, For Richer, For Poorer by Chinky Tan. I love reading Chinky Tan's books because you won't notice that you're already at the last few pages when you thought you've just started scheming. For Richer, For Poorer will let you know the secrets of the rich. This is very informative, educational, and motivational. You also get to learn the principles and system of the rich and understand the power of mindset. I hope you're already planning to go to the bookstores and buy some of the books I mentioned. Buying a book is not an expense, it is an investment. You is your best investment. I hope you already find it very interesting to learn more about money. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please subscribe. It will always be a blessing to support this podcast by hitting subscribe for me to create more content that will inspire you even more to live life wiser. I would highly appreciate if you'll share this to your friends. If you have any questions or feedback, I would love to hear it from you. Message me on my Facebook page at Make Sense with Jenelle Speaks or tweet me at hashtag Make Sense with Jenelle Speaks. I'm Jenelle Speaks and this is Make Sense. Join me again on the next episode. God bless everyone!